together. A friendship that's so strong it lasts forever. Despite these challenges and roadblocks in our way, I'll always have your back no matter what they say. So stand with me and face our final moment. We'll choose a choice to carry us on through this.
Last time on Choose a Choice. The party fought P-Boy in the bathroom and managed to win, but not before Quest Jenkins had his hand crushed under the weight of P-Boy's combat suit. They got through the security gate and into the core, nearly freezing to death in the process. Sketch Thompson still had the best birthday ever. The group lost communication with NIOP after obtaining the Photonid treasure, a 1-meter cube quantum computer system. Now they are preparing to return to the bog, but it seems like there may be trouble afoot.
Hey, Janet, I'm still not feeling great. Could you, keep carrying me? Is that weird?
Yeah, it's piggyback time. Let's do this.
Oh, thanks.
Actually, I just realized that I'm wearing a huge backpack. I don't know who has the quantum computer in their backpack right now.
I think you do.
Okay, well, that's kind of... Do you want to sit on top of the quantum computer?
Since you're a nursery droid, can't you also hold him like you would like baby style? Like in cradle style?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of a big baby.
Yeah.
A 15-year-old baby.
I mean, he's
now
pretty
imagine
small.
being a 30-year-old baby with a mustache.
I didn't hear that. I'm already going to the bathroom.
I will cradle Sketch in my arms.
Okay, thanks. That's all I wanted. Let's start the episode.
Yay!
But no, we already started. This is all being recorded.
Let's continue the episode.
Yay!
Okay, so you reach the bathroom. Quest, you go in there first. And
I say, Mr. P-Boy.
it echoes off the walls, which are otherwise silent.
P-Boy.
As you enter the bathroom, you see that the pool of water is now sort of a pink color
Oh, no.
on the floor.
Uh-oh. I enter further and go to P-Boy's stall.
P-Boy is extremely dead.
Oh.
Does it seem like he has sustained more wounds since we left? Like maybe the...
Yes.
Okay.
P-Boy's head has a large hole in it.
Yuck.
And it's not a hole that is supposed to be in a head. Because I recognize that heads normally have 5-ish
Well,
holes,
We don't need to say it
depending
like
on the
that.
person.
That's disgusting.
Hey guys, I'm still a little foggy on what's going on, but did we leave that hole in that guy's head?
No.
Nope. That hole seems to be pretty new.
It's farm fresh.
I'm gonna cover Sketch's eyes with my hand.
Man, these escape room dummies sure are amazing these days, though, am I right?
Yeah, so realistic.
They must have been using that zombie technology.
Sure must have.
This is becoming like a really tragic tale of a boy who's like coping with severe trauma.
Yep, but it's fun, right?
Yay! Yay!
Well, what do we do now?
I look at Sienna.
Why are you looking at me?
You know, you're kind of like the brains and the leader of our group.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of put the boss in bossy.
I'm a little offended, but we'll go with that. So, I just don't know how else we can get out of this place other than the way we came, which is through the sewers. But there might be a bunch of people waiting for us there.
I'm sure
But-
there's a front door somewhere.
Yeah, but there will be like so many guards in those mech suits, like P-Boy, rest his soul, I cross myself, was wearing.
Oh, you're a space Catholic? I didn't know that.
My parents are space Catholic. I just kind of follow in the tradition.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Janet, do you want to, make a hole in one of those big pipes and we can go out a different way?
Oh, I have a cutting torch. Alton, when you mentioned the big pipes, what can you just re-describe that for me, because I don't remember them at all?
Yes.
All I remember is editing a part that said they were in the style of a rat. And then quickly being shot down.
Okay, I'm looking here through my notes to see so that I say it consistently the same way.
Let's just pause and I'll go back and listen to the latest episode.
Okay.
All right. Meet back
There
here in an
are-
hour.
No, there are two kinds of large pipes. Well, really three. There is the facility waste tube, aka the sewer, which is where you came in through. The other kinds of pipes are the water cooling system, which has cold water going into the core and hot water coming out of the core.
I'm pretty impressed that they're able to super cool it with just water without it freezing.
Well, it's not
Props
just
to their
water,
chemists.
Space
but,
water.
yeah.
Genius.
And then they also have the high voltage cable conduits.
That's really appealing. I would like to just add that technically an elevator is a large pipe.
There is also an elevator shaft, that's true.
Is there an elevator in the shaft?
There is an elevator in the shaft. When you were planning the heist, though, NIAP recommended against using the elevator since it's a highly secured elevator because Photonid believes it to be their only access point into the facility.
Just forget about this manhole in the middle of our hallway.
Fools.
Batonid's pretty stupid. We broke in like half an hour.
Okay, so high voltage electrical conduit, is that like a big conduit full of cables?
Yes.
Is it like full?
No. They left space in there for technicians.
Is it a conveniently plot-sized space that we could fit a square meter backpack plus person into?
I mean, it'd be a squeeze to get all of you in there, and you'd have to crawl, but
I do remember some conveniently sized high voltage conduits that we might be able to get out through.
High voltage
the only
sounds
issue with
dangerous.
that is that I am not a high voltage person, and nor is anyone here.
Well, I do have some det cord. Maybe I could cut the conduit where we go in so it won't be powered, but then again it might short out to the body of the conduit and then I'll be powered and then melt.
Sounds cool though. Let's try it.
you're not okay with being shocked, but you're totally okay with
melting.
shocking Janet until she heats up and just burns out.
Well, just don't touch the pipe, right? You just put the shock floss on or the explodey boy there.
We got to
and
make a
you're
t-shirt
good
that
to go.
says "Don't touch the pipe." I think that's a great slogan.
So when you put the explodey tape on there, just don't touch your hands to the pipe.
I am going to walk out of the bathroom because the sight of P-Boy saddens me. Rest in peace, P-Boy, you deserve better. And then
R.I.P. boy.
R.I.P. boy.
R.I.P. P-Boy, that's
That's a different guy.
I feel like that's not a good character name. We should not use that.
Okay, so where are these pipes?
Yeah, I'm gonna project a little image of the area we're in and try to find the nearest high voltage pipe.
Yeah, so you can get there pretty quickly. The trouble is that to get there, you're going to cross in front of the doorway to one of the barracks.
Ooh. Are there any alarms or anything going off?
No, not right now. No, there's
Dude,
no.
these
alarms
guys are the
going off.
worst at security.
They're
You
so
literally like
bad.
took it out of the room. Nobody knows.
Let's take advantage of it and go quickly. Wait, so we're gonna walk by a door. Is it open?
I guess we won't know till we see it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start trying to like stealth my way over there, and because I'm really heavy right now and also made out of metal, I'm gonna like use some paper towels from the bathroom to like slide my feet down the linoleum. I'm assuming linoleum or like concrete.
That's really smart. I was actually going to give you a -4 to the roll, but the paper towels under the feet that would actually work pretty well, I think. So you're not going to have a penalty. Instead, I'm going to give you a +2 bonus.
Yay!
Wow. All right.
Nice.
I have felt sole shoes.
Oh, do you?
I thought you were platform souls.
Felt platforms. Yeah.
Okay, would you like me to make a stealth check?
Yes.
Stealth check.
Except I don't know if it's actually called stealth.
It is.
I'm frantically looking for my character
It
sheet
is?
right
Okay.
now.
It's one of the core skills that everyone has.
Cool.
Yeah. Actually, on my sheet it says
Steal.
sneakaroo. So
Sneaker.
Wow,
well,
that's
okay.
weird.
Everybody rolls stealth except Quest Jenkins. Quest Jenkins rolls sneakaroo.
Okay.
So can I be exempt because I'm being cradled?
Yes.
And there's a
Well-
specific.
No, just roll and tell me what you get. But
Okay, so I've got -4 to everything because I've got 2 levels of fatigue. Oh, but that exploded. Nice. That's a 3.
okay, you're fine.
I got a 9.
Wow, nice job, Janet.
Thanks. It's those paper towels, you know.
I got a 4.
You successfully sneak across the doorway.
I got a 7.
Quest, you successfully sneak across the doorway by ooching along on your stomach. It's somehow comically sneakier than Janet's paper towel.
Yeah, I'm
foot
doing
technique.
the like swimming on dry land.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it totally works.
Was there anybody in there, by the way? Did we just like all spiral past an empty room?
It was not an empty room.
Okay. So how much farther to the conduit are we looking at?
I mean, like 20 meters. It's
Ooh,
not that
so
far.
it's really close. Okay, so
Yeah.
deck cord is definitely out of the question. Just gonna put that out there.
Not unless we get in quick.
I don't really want to try speed ladder climbing while also carrying a boy and a very expensive quantum computer and getting shot at.
All right. I mean,
In fact, would anybody be willing to take the computer from me? I think that it's going to be difficult. Well, it's the computer or Sketch, so you guys can really pick.
I
I'll
can
hold
try to
sketch.
walk.
I'll hold sketch.
I can take the computer.
But then I don't have to carry anything, which, you know.
Well, we do need you to focus on like getting us in there. So
Okay, fair enough. Thank you. I'm going to hand Sketch to Quest
I
I'm going
tenderly
to
hold sketch.
to take my backpack and hold it up for Sienna to put on and like kind of lower it because I don't know how heavy this is, Alton, but it took 2 of us to lift it, so I'm going to assume it's fairly heavy.
Yeah, it's up there.
You got it?
yeah.
Okay.
Sienna, roll athletics for me.
Skirt. That drops the supercomputer.
Shows up on Amazon as refurbished.
I'm taking a penny on that. It was a 2 and a 1. Okay, 4.
Okay, you strain under the weight, but manage to stay on your feet and not tip over.
Nice.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna fire up my cutting torch. Well, okay, first I'm gonna look for like an access hatch.
Okay, yeah, you can see an access hatch in the conduit. It's not very big. It looks like they would like stick a remote control little robot dude in there and then just like wheel it along inside the conduit
Now
to
that is
wherever
cool.
they need to maintain.
That should be like a whole Pixar short. Just that robot's life.
Pixar, you can pay us for that idea if you want it.
Yeah, definitely don't just listen to it and then take it without paying us.
$5.
So I'm going to take my cutting torch and I am going to, well, I'm going to grab the little door thing and see if it opens gently.
It doesn't open just by pulling on it. It's like one of those submarine doors where you have to like turn the squeaky wheel and then it opens.
Wow, this is one of those submarine doors where you have to turn the squeaky wheel and then it opens.
Oh my gosh.
You stole his bit.
I expected this from Jonathan, but never from you, Jared.
I'm sorry, it was too good. I had to take it from Jonathan because I'm not funny enough. I'm gonna try to cut the locking mechanism in the gap between the door and the conduit so that I don't have to turn the squeaky wheel.
Okay. Go ahead and roll repairs. Even though you're destroying something, it's
I'm
the skill that
repairing-
makes the most sense.
Yeah. That or hacking, I guess. Dang, double explosion. That's going to be a 16.
Well, you fixed the opener on that door so good, it just swings right open silently.
Yay. Okay, I open it up and then so it's made for a little robot dude. Is it big enough that Sketch is like a little robot dude sized, or is it even smaller than that?
Sketch could get in there if he like goes in hands above his head, kind of
What if we took a leg
Prisoner
off?
style?
yeah, prison break style. Where he's like squeezing through a tiny little hot tunnel. He would fit in there.
Okay.
All right,
It's
Sketch.
a squeeze. It's a
Looks
squeeze,
like-
but he'll fit.
Looks like it's your turn, buddy.
I'm
To escape without you guys?
Well, no, you got to see if it's big enough for the rest of us, right? This access hatch is only so big, but I think it could be bigger inside. Not the hatch,
okay.
but the whole tube, you know? Especially if it's in the style of a rat. It's big enough.
Is it like that show that I love, Space Doctor Space Who?
No, that's Janet's bottle warming compartment.
Okay, do I need to roll to squeeze into the pipe?
Yes, please roll athletics.
Ooh, what if it was agility instead?
You can roll agility. I'll allow it.
Thanks. I hope you don't feel pressured.
No.
You're going to feel a
Okay.
little pressure as you squeeze in there, though.
That's true. I got a 3 on that. 5 minus 2.
So you almost fit, but you're having a little trouble getting in because it's just really tight. Go ahead and roll again. And Quest Jenkins, because it's taking him longer to fit into the access thing, I need you to roll athletics to see how good you are at holding up Sketch while he's trying to get into the access door thing.
I'm imagining him being loaded into this like a
5.
torpedo.
I used a Benny and it got even worse. That was a 2.
All right, it looks like Sketch is not going to fit.
Well, that didn't work out.
It looks like Sketch is not going to fit, but can you at least see in there?
Can I at least see in there?
You'll notice.
Roll notice. Wait, what?
Wait. Okay, that was a 6, and I used a Benny again.
So you can definitely tell it's large enough for anyone in the party to be able to crawl through, and the backpack would fit in there as well, but not on somebody's back. It would have to be like dragged along or pushed along.
Yeah, I think we'll all fit. Hey, Janet, how big are you?
I'm approximately 1 Janet.
Oh, yeah, I'd say this hole's about big enough for you.
NIOP approves this message.
I could convert that to bread baskets if you'd like.
Yeah, I think the computer should fit too. I don't think someone can carry it very easily, but I think this is our best bet.
All right, so now we just need to make the opening big enough for all of us to get in there.
All right. Well, we can do this the slow, quiet way or the fast, loud way.
How about fast and quiet?
I don't think that's going to be possible because the fast way involves explosives.
Okay. What about slow and loud?
I don't think we want to do that. Maybe let's try the slow, quiet way, and if it ends up being too slow, we can do the fast, loud way and run away.
Yeah, why don't you set up the fast, loud way, try doing it the slow, quiet way, and then, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will roll out the deck cord. I'm going to make kind of a... Basically, I'm going to wrap it all the way around the conduit if I can get all the way around the conduit with it.
It's hard to get around the backside of it. Because it's like built real close to the tunnel wall.
Okay.
But you can get almost all the way around it.
Okay. I'm going to like dangle it down and then grab it and loop it back around to the top. And then I'm going to do another cut about 1.5 meters to the side of that. So I'll put another loop. And I will do whatever fuse type of thing I have to do for that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll repair, just to see how good of a job you do.
That's a 5.
Okay, yeah. So in case you end up using this, I just wanted to know, like, how well you did the job.
Yeah. 5 good.
You did it 5 good.
Yes. So now I'm going to turn on my cutting torch, and I'm going to try to cut about 6 inches on the outside of either end.
On the outside?
Yeah, because if I go in the middle, then it might be too small.
I see.
Or I'd be too close to the explosive and worry about like touching it off.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so what I want you to do is roll repair for each of those cuts, and that's going to tell me how long your cutting takes.
Okay.
And the how long it takes is going to influence what happens.
Okay. Before I get started, I'm going to go ahead and hand my smoke grenade to Sketch. If you start hearing people coming our way or shooting, go ahead and pull the pin and throw this down at the hall. Not down at the hall. Down the hall at them.
Okay, which part is the pin? Is that this big bulbous part?
No. That's the grenade. The pin is this pin-shaped thing. And I point at it.
Oh, okay. You got it.
We good?
Yep.
All right. So my first roll for cutting has an explosion. That's a 9.
Okay. Sienna, please roll notice. I'm assuming you're watching for dudes.
I'm always watching for dudes, you know me. Okay, 5.
Okay. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. Everything seems to be okay. Go ahead and roll for the second cut, Janet.
Okay. That's going to be a 5.
All right. Sketch and Quest, I need you guys to both roll notice.
Notice. That's an 8.
6 for me.
Okay, Sketch, you don't notice anything abnormal. Quest, you do have a hunch that something is wrong.
How would I investigate this hunch?
You might walk down the hall a ways.
I walk down the hall a ways.
Okay, roll for stealth. Bonus points if your shoes make those harp sneaking noises from Looney Tunes.
I think it's only on a triple explosion. I'm gonna Benny that. It's an 8.
Okay, so you manage to sneak down the hall and you see that there is a supply hover cart coming down the hallway, an intersection down. So it's coming the crossways of the intersection, but there are a couple of guys riding on it that look like they're just kind of chatting and hanging out.
These are janitor guys. These are mech suit guys.
No, these are just regular guards. They look like they're on their way to the mess hall.
Okay.
Like they're just well, I wouldn't say they look like they're on their way to the mess hall, but like they're just hanging out, sitting on the cart. They're not like really paying attention guarding, but they are on their way down the hall towards the intersection, and when they get to the intersection, they will have a clear view of the 4 of you.
Well, ain't that a predicament? Could they see me right now?
No, they cannot see you right now because you snuck so well. They did not notice you. I mean, they're a ways down the hall at this intersection.
I am gonna go back to the group and tell them what's good.
So what's good?
Well, there's some guys that look like they could be heading to a mess hall, but anyways, they're kind of coming down on a supply cart, and they'll be able to see us in whatever appropriate amount of time the DM decides.
Quest would estimate that it's going to be about 45 seconds.
I would estimate about 45 seconds.
All right, so we need a distraction or we need to go take care of them. We could use the smoke grenade or we could try and kill them. I don't want to try and kill them. That would take too long.
Well, and it would be pretty loud.
Well, we don't have to kill them with guns.
I mean, I guess.
Did they look like the kind of people that would run away if they saw a smoke grenade?
I'm not that good of a judge of character when viewing people that are 45 seconds away from me.
Well, at least if we did the smoke grenade, they couldn't see us very well.
Yeah, that's fair. What if we smoke grenaded the other side of the hallway so that maybe they're focused on that? Not like our hallway, but at the cross
Oh, that's a
of
good
the
idea.
two. We smoke grenade the other side so they're like, hey, what's down there? They must be hiding something.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's try that.
Okay, I do that.
Okay, you chuck the smoke grenade, and I assume you keep the pin.
Do you pull the pin with your teeth because you don't have a good hand?
Yes, I pull the pin with my teeth,
Oh,
but
yeah,
then
you
I
don't.
put it... I also grab the pin with my good hand, and I throw both the grenade and the pin separately into the other hallway.
Okay. I need each of you to roll stealth.
5.
I also got a 5.
17.
What the hell?
4.
So the 3 humans, Sketch, Quest, and Sienna, you guys kind of flatten yourselves up against the wall, as close as you can get to the wall. And Janet, you just keep
Cutting.
cutting torch on the pipe, and the guards on the trolley glide past. They see the smoke down one way and they're like, huh, something must be broken. Better call a janitor. But they don't see any of you guys the other way. And they pass, and you can hear them just kind of chatting as they get farther and farther away.
What are they chatting about?
You hear the guards talking about their favorite sport. It's a blood sport called The Price is Fight. And they're talking about how handsome the host, Quindarius Galaxy, is.
So, Janet, how's that pipe coming?
Shh.
Okay, sorry.
It's finished. The whole chunk of pipe is Janet has gently caressed it and lowered it to the ground silently.
Nice. So let's hop in.
Yeah, we should hop in.
Okay.
The four of you hop in.
I take off the I take off the backpack. I put it in first, and then I push it. I'll push it in front of me.
As you guys get into the conduit, it is a metal conduit, and it makes those, like, you know the sound when you were in kindergarten on the super long twisty slide, how when you would get into the twisty slide, it would make the blom, blom kind of sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a good thing that this is inside, otherwise this would be really hot and uncomfortable to slide down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, Janet.
Also, I would just like to say that I'm in the lead this time because I've got the map with me, so I can kind of use that to navigate us.
Janet, take the wheel. Take it from my hand.
Save me from this pipe I'm in.
Did you just say, take it from my hand? Hand singular?
He only has
That's
one
how
working
Quest
hand.
drives. He's cool.
All right. So first of all, ouch. Second of all, you took that hand from me.
It was not me. It was P-Boy. It
Guys.
was P-Boy that did it. And he's dead now.
I'm going to go on a mission to get this hand. It's going to be a heist, and we'll call it the... Wait a minute.
Okay, so Alton, I would like to roll navigation,
Okay.
or roll a skill that we will call navigation.
Roll the skill
Two.
that I'm calling navigation.
Okay, that's a 5 on my navigation.
Okay. Yeah, you managed not to steer the group into any of the death traps that await you.
Don't go that way. That's a death trap.
Just like
There's
that.
another one down there. Oh boy.
Man, it looks like they were awaiting us.
It seems almost like there's an unreasonably high level of technician deaths within this facility.
That's why they do their stuff with technician robots.
It was originally built to be done by people, but they kept getting in the death traps.
Yeah.
So they retrofitted tiny submarine doors
Uh-huh.
on the conduits.
Yep. So that only robots would do it. Photonid, for what it's worth, Photonid does a lot of their stuff through trial and error.
Brilliant scientists following the scientific method, but not thinking ahead a lot is kind of what I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
They have this innovative slogan, move fast and break things,
Yes.
but their things are people.
Unfortunately for the people involved, yes.
So I've managed to avoid several death traps. Do I know where I am?
Yes,
Still?
you do still know where you are, and you are approaching a good place to exit the facility.
Okay.
It leads into, sadly, like most infrastructure these days, the sewers.
Sounds like it's time to empty our pipes into the sewers, am I right?
Disgusting.
Did Sienna actually say that? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I said it just like that.
yeah, dude. Really, clean it up, man. Janet's a surfer now, I guess.
That was unradical, dude.
Totally tubular.
Kind of like this tube we're in.
Is there like a hatch? Like a man-sized hatch?
Yeah, there's like a hatch at the end that goes out into the sewers, and the cabling goes along the roof of the sewers,
Oh, interesting.
and the conduit just ends.
All right, this is us. Let's go.
Janet, did you need to put your poop costume back on, or are you good?
I don't I don't need a poop costume to feel like poop.
Well,
That was
don't feel like
deep.
poop. Do you need to talk about something?
I'm warm and squishy inside.
Oh. Well, you're not, but okay.
How do you know that she's not warm and squishy inside? Do you know
I
what's
guess-
inside her
nope.
bottle warming compartment?
I don't, and now I don't want to know.
Year-old blue cheese
Ew.
in a bottle.
Wow, no wonder you were fired as a nursemaid. So as you guys step out into the sewers, I want each of you to roll notice.
Five.
2.
4.
5.
Sketch Thompson, Quest Jenkins, and Janet, you guys all notice that there's something amiss. Sienna, you only notice that there's something amiss when you notice the blow dart sticking in your arm,
Oh, damn it.
and you faint.
Okay.
Quest and Sketch, I want you guys to roll agility.
Oh, geez, Rick. Is this dart supposed to be poking out of my arm? I don't know.
Morty. Eat the dart, Morty.
I got a 6.
What was that?
That was a gasp. I got a 14.
Wow. All right. Sketch Thompson, unfortunately, you try to dodge the next dart, but you feel a sharp pain in the back of your neck and slump to the ground unconscious.
With a 6? Wow. These are good darts.
Gotta be fast.
Quest Jenkins, you managed to dodge the darts, and one of the darts bounces off of Janet's metal armor,
They tried to dart me.
Ting.
This is what you get for not being around technology enough, man. Alton, I would like to try to catch Sienna so that the computer doesn't get smushified.
Okay. Please roll athletics.
8.
You manage to catch Sienna before she hits the ground, and perhaps, depending on your perspective, more importantly, you catch Sienna before the computer hits the ground.
Do I know where these assailants are?
The darts that have hit Sketch and Sienna seem to have come from opposite directions.
Interesting.
I thought you were going to say from
So
the conduit.
Janet, it looks like they're trying to blow us from all sides. We gotta get out of here.
Okay.
Janet, please roll vigor.
Okay, so I'm going to use a Benny. I got 2 4s. That is a 9.
Janet notices the electric shock kind of static in the air because her compass sensor goes out. And Janet, you are now struggling, but you're still up. And you see Quest and Janet on each side of you. 4 Edenians appear.
Well, look who it is. You couldn't live with being weird meat bags, so you decided to try to jack my style with some electrical nonsense I don't understand. Anyways, I hope you enjoy bullets, and I'm gonna pull out my gun and start lighting things up.
Okay.
That was probably not the coolest fight line.
Hold on. Before that happens, I want to say, sounds like it's time to. Oh, no, hold on. I had a cool line. I promise.
It was pretty cool.
I promise I'm not a P-boy. I'm not a P-boy. Why don't we just talk this through? I know I could use a little space, and then I want to use my space maker to blast some lads.
Okay. Let me draw cards here. Okay, it looks like, Quest, you do get to go first with an ace of spades.
Oh, yes.
Janet,
Also, for you Destiny players out there, very nice exotic.
Janet, you get a 2 of hearts, and the Edenians got a 3 of diamonds.
Dang it.
All right, Quest Jenkins. You said you wanted to use your space cape, space maker.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Your space cape swishes violently, causing a shockwave that extends around you. Janet, I need you to roll agility, and I will roll agility for the Edenians.
17.
Janet, you managed to plant your feet firmly enough that the space cape, while it scoots you away from Quest, it doesn't knock you down. However, the Edenians, when hit with the blast wave, are swept off of their feet, and one of them even falls into the sluice and is washed away down the sewer. One of them says over his radio, "Hey, boss, can we just kill these guys?" "We can't? Come on."
That's right. You want us alive.
The Edenians, the first one tries to rally and succeeds. He's going to fire a blow dart at Quest.
Okay.
That's going to hit. Let me roll damage. Okay, Quest, I need you to roll Vigor.
That is a 9.
All right. The blow dart embeds itself into your chest, and you can feel it weakening you, but you fight against it and manage to stay conscious for another round of combat.
All right.
Janet, it is your turn.
Okay, I am going to shoot at the one who just shot at Quest.
Okay.
That is a 5.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage.
So I get 3 shots because of the weapon I have.
Yeah.
So that's the first shot.
Okay.
And the damage is going to be 7.
Okay. When firing multiple shots like this, your other shots do have less of a chance of hitting.
Okay, is it like -2 or something more?
Because
even?
you're at such close range, we'll just put it at -1 per extra shot, just because
Okay.
the kick is not going to do that much.
Okay. Okay, my next shot is a 8 - 1, so 7.
Okay.
And that's going to be 8 + 1 damage, so 9 damage.
Okay. And are you doing a third one?
I'm going to stop there.
Okay. The Edenian that you fired at is hit twice in the chest and flops to the ground. Quest, you get an ace of hearts. Janet, you get a 6 of diamonds. The Edenians get a king of spades. Okay, Quest, it's your turn again.
Okay. Give me a layout of where the Edenians are.
There are 2 Edenians in front of you,
Okay.
about 6 feet away.
Okay.
Then Janet is behind you, 6 feet behind you.
Okay.
And beyond Janet is the body of one of the Edenians. The other Edenian has already washed down the sluice.
Okay. Well, I have a flash grenade left.
Okay.
So what I'd like to do is pull the pin on that, but hold the paddle so it's a dead man trigger, so that when I do go down, I can give Janet a little extra boost
Okay.
and blind everyone except for her because she has robot eyes.
Well, if she knows to expect it, yes. If she doesn't know to expect it, then it could still be a problem.
Janet, look at my hand.
Which one? The gross one?
You know the one, idiot.
Oh, clever.
Yeah, I think that's really all I can do. I guess maybe.
Jonathan, could I make a suggestion real quick?
Yeah, sure. If it's better than kicking a turd at our enemies.
Well, we know that they don't want to kill us, right?
Yeah.
And I just presumably smoked one of them.
Yeah.
Maybe we could use your charisma to intimidate them into
You're
giving us
genius.
some space. or
Using
something.
skills I spec'd into? All right. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So sounds like you guys aren't allowed to kill us, but we just smoked 2 of you. You sure you want to keep this going? 7.
The Edenians look at you and say, I'm sure the boss wouldn't mind if an accident were to happen. And the Edenians pull out pretty mean-looking improvised firearms. And then you fall to the ground and faint.
And my hand slips off the dead man trigger.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. The Edenians each fire a shot at you, Janet, and they roll 5s, so I'm going to roll damage for each of them. First one rolls a 4. Does that hit your toughness?
No.
Okay. The next one rolls an 8.
That does.
That does? Okay, so it this bullet glances off of your armor, causing you to be shaken.
I would like to take a quick look around and see if there's any cover or concealment.
A ways down, there's an intersection in the sewer where you could go around a corner for cover / concealment. And there is the sluice beside you, but the water is running pretty fast.
Okay. I will roll to rally then.
Okay.
That's a 4.
All right. You are no longer shaken, but
Am I stirred?
you are stirred. You can take 1 action, but I'm going to limit it to that.
I wonder if I could trick them into thinking that I'd blown them up by pulling out my det cord, what's left of it, and then threatening to blow them up. Maybe that would frighten them.
Give it a try.
You can't send amateurs to go after a professional. I've been playing this game long before you were. I pull out my det cord. Do you see this? This is enough to bring down the whole sewer on top of us. If you don't leave right now, I'm going to make sure you never go home.
Is it charged again? And he nods. And again, you feel a huge electrostatic shock. I need you to roll vigor.
Okay. It's a 4 and a 3. I'm going to take a Benny.
Okay.
It's an 11.
Unfortunately, while you rolled really well and you're trying to resist the electromagnetic pulse and the static shock, your systems just can't resist anymore and you slump over, deactivated. All right, Sketch. You awake and you are laying in the dirt. It's this dark brown soil and you're laying pretty deep in it.
Is it the same soil that we saw in the bog?
No. The soil is different. And as you open your eyes, you look up at the sky and it's this strange bluish gray color with white clouds.
Is that normal for this world?
Not in your experience. You've never seen a sky that looks like this.
Do I see anyone or anything if I look around?
As you look around, it seems like the dunes of this dark brown soil stretch all the way to the horizon, and as you try to stand up, it's soft and deep enough that you sink to the knee with every step that you take.
Interesting. I'm gonna look on my arm where I got hit with the dart and see if do I see a wound there?
No.
So this could potentially be a dream.
Please roll spirit.
It's a 2.
You're not sure if this is a dream or not. It seems pretty real to you.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to the highest dune that I can see
Okay.
to try to get a better vantage point.
The going is pretty tough, but you manage to kind of slog your way through this soil up to the top of one of these dunes of dirt.
Am I able to see anything else from there?
Just more dunes of dirt as far as the eye can see, not a building in sight.
Would I have any technology that is that's connected to the network on me?
Yeah, you might be able to check your, because you did have like your little handheld hacking computer, right?
I don't have that listed in my gear. I don't remember what we said in an earlier episode. I can't remember if I borrowed that from someone else.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, dang, I don't have anything written in my gear. Oh, you know what? I've got my adventure survival guide.
Ah,
I'm gonna flip through there for anything about soil and dunes. Anything that looks like what I'm experiencing.
it talks about soil and how it can be used as an agricultural medium to grow your own food if you're in the wilderness for a long time. It talks about how to dig your own shelter. It doesn't say really anything about dunes, though.
Okay, that's fair. Let's see. Does it seem like it's getting close to nighttime?
No, in fact, as you look at the sky, everything seems perfectly still. It doesn't seem like time is even passing at all.
Okay, I think just to have something to do, Sketch is gonna try to dig a shelter following the instructions in the survival guide.
Okay.
Not thinking that it would actually be helpful, but just needing to feel in control in some way.
So time passes as you work, but you don't seem to be making any progress. I need you to roll spirit again.
It's a 9.
You realize that this seems like it's probably a dream station simulation. It doesn't seem real at all. In fact, as you realize this, everything becomes clear that you are in a dream station simulation. And on realizing this, you remember that all you have to do to get out of the simulation is either ask it to quit the simulation or wake up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna quit the simulation. That'll leave me in the dream station bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to quit this simulation
Okay.
and then send a message to what did we call her? Nightwalker 4269.
Unfortunately, you get a message back from the messaging system saying user not found.
Oh no. I'm gonna go to one of my Zombies Aren't Real forums and message someone that I trust from there.
Unfortunately, you're not even able to connect to the forums. It just everything is coming up like it doesn't exist.
Okay. Is there any sort of like I don't know how this technology works. Is there any sort of like notes app where I can leave a message about what I remember and what happened?
Uh-huh. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, I want to just do that. I would like to tell someone where I am or what has happened to me, but this is the next best thing. So in case I get murdered, someone can come and find some trace of what I was doing.
Okay. As you are writing down your notes, I mean, if you want to, like, I don't know if you want to say what you write down as your notes, or if you just want to leave it at that. But that's going to be where we close out.
Yeah, I'll just say that I was doing a deal with the bog and it seems like they turned on us.
Okay.
And I'll say who I was with, so I'll list everyone else's names.
Sienna, you awake in a dark chamber that is lit only by the sharp, blinking, but dim blue LEDs around you.
Okay. Am I tied to anything?
Nope, you're not tied down. You're on what looks to be a flat surface with kind of an imprint of where your body was laying. As you look around, you see that the flashing blue LEDs look to be on sort of control panels, kind of around the table that you're laying on.
Okay. If I just kind of randomly start feeling around for buttons, do I feel anything?
Not in your immediate reach, but you can definitely see buttons on the control panels.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get off whatever I'm on and go walk over to the control panel.
Okay. As you walk over to the control panels, you see that each of the control panels shows a name and some data about like life signs, like heartbeat and age and oxygen levels and things like that, temperature, but for like a bunch of different people. And as you look around, you realize that it is really very cold in this dark room, and in the dim light of the LEDs, you see thousands and thousands of racks of person-sized cylinders around you.
Yuck. Do I recognize any of the names that I see on the panels?
No.
Okay.
In fact, they all seem kind of oddly generic.
Weird. That's so nefarious. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna walk around and see if there's an exit.
You walk for what feels like hours, and you're not sure if you're walking in a straight line or ending up somehow walking in circles, but nothing around you seems to be different. The farther you go, the more same the surroundings around you seem.
if I like touch a button on the control panel, I don't know, like something arbitrary, like temperature or whatever, if I can slide it, like, can I make any difference on the control panel, like touching things?
When you touch the button, it bloops in response to your touch. But the screen seems to glitch out a little bit and just shows your name and your information instead.
Hmm. Can I make it back to the table I was laying on earlier?
You turn around and walk that direction.
Yeah.
You do eventually make it back to that table, but it looks like it has been closed, and you can see that the cylinder walls of that table have come up and shut around it. But you can see that that was the one that you were on.
Hmm. And there are just a bunch of others, like, all around it?
Yeah. Piled high on racks. Industrial style racks. You also notice that the last thing you remember before you fell asleep was the sharp pain in your neck, right? From the dart. Doesn't hurt at all now.
Hmm. And if I like feel on my neck, is there any like bump or anything?
No bump, no scar.
Okay. I get the feeling that I am tripping or dreaming.
Please roll spirit.
Okay. 4.
You realize that you are definitely in some kind of simulation, and the closest thing to this that you've ever been in was a dream station bed. And if it is a dream station bed, you should be able to either quit the simulation or wake up.
But I can't seem to do either of those.
Well, you have yet to try.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to try and wake up.
So you try to wake up, and everything seems to like fall sideways until you're just standing in this black void, but you can't seem to wake up. The simulation is over, though, and you definitely recognize that you're in a dream station bed.
Hmm. Okay, but I can't quit the simulation if I try that?
The simulation is quit, and now you're just in
right.
the main lobby of a dream station bed.
Okay. But I can't wake up?
Won't let you wake up.
Hmm. That's a bummer. So I'm just in the main lobby of a typical dream station bed, so I could like try and message people.
You can try.
Okay. I'll try and message Sketch and Quest and Janet.
Okay. Unfortunately, when you try to do that, they all come back as user not found. And, checking for any other of the like dream station sites that you would normally visit or anything like that, it all comes up like it doesn't exist. All right, Quest, as you start to kind of groggily wake up, the sunlight is the first thing you notice. It's just really bright and hot on your face. As you open your eyes, you realize that it's shining through the window of the car that you've apparently been sleeping in. Around you are the cracked pleather seats of what looks like a 1960s Volkswagen Beetle.
Of course I'm gonna roll notice. Just to see what's around me, who's driving, is there anybody next to me, etc.
Okay.
And what the outside looks like.
Okay.
I'm gonna Benny that. There we go. It's 5.
All right. Looking around the car, you see that the keys seem to be in the ignition, but it doesn't seem to be running. And nobody else is in the car with you. Through the windows outside, you can see that it seems like you're on the top floor of like a parking garage. There's no roof above you, but there is a ramp on one side of this parking lot that seems to go down into what you can only assume is more parking lot. There are not really any other cars up here.
Is there anything else in the car?
Nope. Just you and the car keys.
Do I have my space cape, fanny pack, etc.?
Yeah.
How's my hand?
Your hand is perfectly fine.
So I'm double-handed again, yeah?
Yes.
Is the car unlocked?
On trying the handle, you are able to step out.
I step out of the car. Do I know where I am? Is there buildings around me?
On the horizon, you can see... Well, not on the horizon. You can't see the horizon, but you're surrounded by tall buildings. And as you look closely, you can tell that they look like parking garages.
It's just all parking garages.
That's what it seems like.
Can I check to see if I'm in the nets?
Roll spirit.
Six.
You realize that you are in a dream bed simulation, and you also realize that all you have to do to get out of the simulation is either quit the simulation back to the main dream bed interface or try to wake up.
I'm gonna try to wake up.
As you try to wake up, the world seems to fall away sideways from you and fade to black, but for some reason, you don't wake up.
Okay. I'm gonna check out the menus then.
All the normal menus seem to be there, but when you go to like look at websites and things like that, it all comes up as if it didn't ever exist.
What do you mean, like the websites never exist?
Yeah, like
Just
every
error.
website you try to go to
Error
doesn't
404.
exist. Yeah.
Do I have any messages?
You can try to check your messages, but it doesn't look like you've got anything.
Okay, well, I'll try.
Nothing. Nothing comes up. Not even your message history.
So now I'm just in a black space.
Yeah.
I just pick a direction and start walking.
It doesn't really seem to do anything. You're just kind of walking in place, it feels like. Janet, as you start to boot up, you notice the sound of ticking, and then chiming, and then clicking, and soon you're hearing various dings, cuckoos, whirs, tick-tocks, etc. around you.
Interesting. Am I a clock now?
You look at yourself and you see yourself seem to be in perfect condition.
Am I in a clock store?
You look around and yeah, it does seem like you're in a clock store. You're in some sort of workshop, and you see shelves and shelves of mechanical clocks, both large and small.
How long has it been? Is there a date? Anything that I can figure out how long it's been since I was in the sewer?
Looking at yourself, you don't see any traces of the sewer on yourself. You seem to be perfectly clean.
I feel my head. Am I wearing a wig?
No.
Interesting. Okay, I check my bottle warming compartment. Is everything there?
Only your regular things are in your bottle warming compartment. Nothing foreign.
Okay. But everything that I'd usually have is there.
Yeah.
Am I in a display case of some sort?
You are
Am I upright?
You are not in a display case. You were laying on the floor.
Interesting. Hello?
There's no answer.
Is anyone?
There's no answer but the
interesting.
ticking of the clocks around you.
Okay. I would like to try to stand up.
You stand up with extreme ease. It seems like you haven't been
I'm a
in
brand new boy.
it seems like you haven't been in this good of condition since you were manufactured.
Wow. Am I dead? Is this what the afterlife is like for robots? Just isolation in a clock store?
There is no answer but the ticking of the clocks around you.
Are there any windows? Doors?
There is a front door to the shop.
What do I see outside?
There's not a window through the door. You would have to walk out.
So it's just like a steel door. Or some solid door.
It's a solid, it looks like a fancy oak door, actually.
Interesting. Okay. Is there like a back room, like behind, like an obvious checkout counter or something?
There is a checkout counter. As you make your way out from the workshop, it seems like you were in the back of the store, and the front of the store is mostly the clocks.
Oh, interesting. Are there any pictures or...
No photographs. Not even a register.
Is it dark?
It's moderately bright. I mean, it's not like bright, but it's bright enough that you can see. You know, just regular lighting.
Well, this is a weird dream.
Please roll spirit.
Man, I'm rolling super good tonight. 17.
You realize instantaneously that you are in a dream station bed simulation.
Interesting. Okay, I would like to try to exit the simulation.
Okay, you exit the simulation and go back to your main hub of the dream station simulation. But you are unable to fully exit the dream station. It seems like something is keeping you in the dream station.
Interesting. Can I see what simulation I was in? Is it like listed anywhere?
I mean, if you dig around, yeah, it's listed as Clock Tower.
Clock tower. Okay. I'd like to check my notifications.
You have no notifications.
But I cannot exit the bed.
No.
Okay. Can I get on the internet?
You try to check the internet, and it seems like all the websites that you try to connect to don't exist.
Well, it looks like no more Facebook for me. Maybe news programs exist still? I'm going to look for a news outlet.
Everything comes back error 404. Nothing is found.
Apparently that device they used on me did a whole lot more than just shut me down.
So great job, each of you, on realizing that you were in a simulation. You each receive simultaneously a notification on your mail system.
Dunno.
What's it say?
It's from a user called Salamander Subterranean 48, and it says, virus payload coming through. It was the only way I could break Misha's firewall. Fight them off as best you can, and then join my hub, and I'll explain what's going on. And
I write back the letter K, comma, THX.
I'm going to send back a Taylor Swift gif.
okay,
It's going to be like vague enough that she won't really know what it means.
okay. It's just a gif of Taylor Swift.
Doing something generic.
So being Taylor Swift.
Ouch.
I'm going to send a thumbs up emoji if they still have those, or a space emoji if necessary.
Space thumb.
Based on
In the black space that each of you is in right now, a hole seems to open up in the wall, or was that just the space in front of you? But it's like this red hole, and it kind of shatters open, and these kind of mutating red blobby shapes come through, and they look like they're corrupting the space around you.
I bite one.
It doesn't seem to like you biting it, and
I bite it
tries
harder.
to slap you.
I can take a slap.
Do I have my gun?
You do.
I'm going to start shooting then.
Okay. Roll shooting.
Sorry, are we going to enter combat?
Yes, but this is going to work differently than normal combat because you are each alone.
So you're saying it hits different?
Yes, it hits different.
Am I still fatigued in the dream
No.
space?
No, you're in perfect condition.
I got my hand back.
I got a 9 on shooting.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
6.
The virus decreases in size. You can see that it stops corrupting the space around it and seems to be trying to heal itself.
Really cool that these viruses were programmed to be damaged by user input.
And like be visual, you know?
Really, it
I love
really
it.
helps the UI of the virus.
Nayop knew who she was dealing with, and it was us, and we needed every help we could get.
That's a really good explanation, actually.
I would also like to shoot them.
I want to use key sword.
Okay. Let's do Sienna first, and then we'll have Quest Key Sword.
That was a 14.
All right. You seem to notice the kind of epicenter of the virus, Sienna, and go ahead and roll damage.
That's an 8.
As you let your bullet fly, it hits that epicenter, and the virus collapses in and in on itself, leaving your dream station completely uncorrupted. All right, Quest.
I key sword it.
Roll fighting.
IKEA sword. Yes.
He had to build it himself.
That's yeah. It's key sword. It's held together by little wooden pegs.
But it's also surprisingly sturdy for a sword that's made out of pine planks.
It's true. I got a 5.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage. That's going to be your strength plus whatever the damage of the weapon is, which I don't believe I ever told you.
Yeah,
but
you never gave me damage.
just call it a d6 plus your strength die.
That is 11.
You slash the virus, and while some of its corruption seems to linger on the blade of the key sword, it is half the size that it was.
Great. Can I do that again?
Yes, you can. Does anyone else want to go before that, or?
Yeah. So Janet, seeing this kind of blob coming through like a hole or a pipe kind of thing, isn't sure why she has this urge, but in her head she hears this strange music and she feels like she needs to jump on the virus to squash it.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to do that.
Okay, roll your athletics to see how well you jump.
4.
You manage to jump on top of the virus, and it shrinks in size. You do notice
Woohoo!
you do notice some of the corruption is sticking to your feet.
It's about the same as sewer juice, right?
Fair enough.
Can I shoot again?
Yes.
That was a 9 again.
All right. Roll damage.
Oh my gosh. 4. 4 on damage.
The virus is annihilated, leaving behind only a little bit of corruption in your user space.
Key sword.
Quest Jenkins swings his keysword. It's extra regular. I mean, it's regular size, but it's super extra.
Okay. That's another 5.
He manages to hit the virus for roll damage. Amount of damage.
That's a total of 3.
For 3 damage. Unfortunately, the virus is resilient to his attack.
Should I just go again because everybody else vanquished theirs?
Yeah, go ahead. Janet hasn't vanquished hers completely either.
Oh. Janet, go ahead.
I'm going to jump on it again.
Janet does head jump.
It's an 8 this time.
Okay, roll damage. Oh, actually, I didn't make you roll damage. I just told you to see how well you jumped by using athletics. Yeah, it's an 8. Mm-hmm. It's super effective. Virus fainted.
Is that hole still open?
Yeah, the hole's still open.
I'm just gonna ditch the virus and get in the hole.
Okay.
I climb in the hole.
Behind you, the corruption of the virus looks like it's destroying your user space, and the hole closes behind you.
Alright, it was a throwaway account anyways.
You are now in a weird tunnel that seems to just lead on and on and on.
Can I cut the side with key sword?
Go ahead and try.
What do I even roll for that?
Roll fighting for it.
I'm not fighting the side of a tunnel.
Seems like you are.
Okay.
I'm not fighting, you're just stabbing you with a sword.
Okay. That's a 4.
You stab the sword into the side of the tunnel, but it doesn't seem to do any damage. It just the tunnel actually seems to kind of stretch as you move the sword into it.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep going along the tunnel then, I guess.
All right. Well, eventually you end up in NIOP's user space, and she's like, "What? You were supposed to kill the virus on your end." Quest.
What? I don't know. I got tired of fighting the blob thing, and was like, well, this could take forever because I cut it in half, and then it's in two pieces, and it's kind of an exponential thing, and something about computer science, I guess. And so I just decided, well, it left the hole open behind it, so why not go up the hole and just kind of skip to the end, see where it goes.
Well, I admire your ingenuity, but your user space is like, it's going to be totally wrecked. You realize that, right?
I mean, but you saw my user account. It was anon 69420, so I can just make another one.
I guess if that's what you want to do.
That's what I always do.
Oh, well. I guess welcome to my user space.
Cool.
NIOP's user space is this like, it's, also this black void. She hasn't done like a ton of decorating, but you do notice that all of the text and stuff on the walls is like this weird monospace font, where all the letters seem to be like taking up the same amount of width. And all the text is this kind of neon or lime green color.
Is it flowing continuously downwards with a couple
It
rows
is not
going
flowing
upwards?
continuously downwards.
Oh. It's some cool writing. Call it writing on the walls, I guess.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's a computer science history thing.
Oh, yeah? What's
Yeah, just
it called?
try not to bash on my style too much.
Oh, I'm not. I mean, I wear a cape for crying out loud, so who am I to judge? But, I mean, you kind of did betray us, I think. Did you betray us?
No, I did not. In fact, I've been doing my very best to find you guys ever since communications got cut off.
Oh, yeah. How long has it been?
Honestly, it's hard for me to tell in here, but as soon as I can reestablish an external network connection, then I'll be able to tell you how long it's been.
Also, since I'm in your user space, does that mean when we wake up, I'm going to be in your bed? Not like it's a weird
that's
thing.
not-
I'm just saying, like...
That's not how this works at all.
Oh. Okay.
I suspect, and I'm not 100% sure, but I suspect that we're each in our own kind of prison cell bed.
Oh, is this like...
But again, I don't know
Are you...
how that
Did the
works.
same thing happen to you? You, like, woke up in some random place and then...
Oh,
You get tranked?
some random place? No, it was one of the screensaver simulations.
Did you get the
But yeah.
nice flowing green hills?
No, mine was it was just like this symbol. It said DVD and it had like a circle next to it.
Oh yeah, I've
And
seen
it was
that
just
one.
like bouncing diagonally everywhere.
Did it ever hit the corner?
It never hit the corner. It was infuriating.
I saw it hit the corner once.
I don't believe you.
Well, I guess we'll never know. Anyways, what should we do now? Kinda...
Well, we should wait for the others to show up. Your unconventional route seemed to be, well, fast, if not effective at preserving your user space and message history.
I show up. Is that allowed?
Yeah, it's totally
Is that a
allowed.
legal action?
You materialize in NIOP's user space, and she's like, Sketch, you made it.
I'm going to show up as well.
Me too.
Oh, Janet, I'm surprised at myself that I'm happy to see you.
Wow. That's the kindest thing I've heard since I got zapped and after my cool quip.
So is the kindest thing you've heard since you were shot at, I guess.
Yeah, I was talking to myself, but that wasn't very kind. It was just kind of average small talk, you know?
Okay, sure. That's fine.
Anybody seen Sienna?
Yeah, where is she?
Hello.
Oh,
Here I am.
oh,
Whoa.
right behind me. Jeez.
How long you been there in the corner?
No one asked. I wasn't gonna like say hi. Didn't want to be weird.
I mean, I did ask.
Yeah. So I decided to say something when you asked.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, that's fair.
I'm glad to see you, Sienna. I'm glad to see you all made it through okay.
Yeah, it was really easy. Was it easy for anyone else?
Yeah, it was super easy. I mean, I just, did the thing and crawled through the tunnel.
What?
There's a tunnel?
You guys didn't crawl through the tunnel?
Oh.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No, generally you don't want to crawl through those tunnels.
Why? What's wrong with it?
Well, it's just you never know where it's going to end up taking you. You're just lucky that I'm the one that delivered the virus, because otherwise I would have had to take defensive action.
I guess that's fair.
So, I promised you guys an explanation. Oberon should be here soon, I hope.
Wait, what? Why do we want to bring Oberon here? I thought he's the reason that everything went bad.
No. So what happened, as far as I can gather, is that I'm Niop. What happened, as far as I can gather, is that
That's what not Niop would say too.
is that Misha is essentially trying to pull a coup and take over the bog for herself. She has different ideas about how it should be run and what its purposes should be than her father. And as it turns out, a lot of the Edenians in the bog, I guess, were convinced to agree with her, because almost as soon as you guys got into Photonid, we were under duress, and once you secured the supercomputer, that was it, pretty much. They came into the room where I was working, they grabbed Oberon, they held me up, and next thing I knew, I was trapped in a dream bed.
Thank you for saving us, also because you definitely didn't have to do that.
Well, I figured that trying to get out of here on my own probably wouldn't work so well, given the fact that I'm good with computers, but I'm not great with, fighting. Last time I tried to fight, I almost got cut in half, and only survived thanks to you guys. Mostly you, Sienna. So I figured I owed you guys.
Well, I think we can all agree that friendship was the real heist all along. Let's get out of here.
No, the real heist was a very valuable and very dangerous supercomputer that we don't have control over anymore.
I'm pretty sure it was friendship. I mean, we did the whole birthday party for...
Yeah, how did you plan such a cool birthday party, Niop?
That was not a,
I'm gonna wink really hard and clear my throat. Birthday party. Escape room.
that was not an accident, I should say. Very important that you realize that was a very intentional birthday party escape room.
Well, thank you so much, Niop. It seems like you put a lot of work into that.
I really did. I put my life on the line for it.
I'm a little confused about why we're still in it, but that's okay.
Oh no, it's over now, kid. And now we're in jail.
Yeah,
Well,
we got
getting jail.
The escape room was supposed to end before we all got hit with darts, but unfortunately, we were kidnapped from the birthday party.
Oh,
So-
well, that tracks.
Yeah.
I have no further questions.
Okay.
Wait, actually, one further question. Do you just call your space the hub?
What?
No.
Didn't you tell us to fight the virus and then come to the hub?
No, I said my hub.
Your hub. Okay, never mind.
This is not the hub. There is no the hub. It's my hub. Although, if you're of the opinion that my hub is the hub, I will take that as a compliment.
I'm starting a new hipster bar called The Hub.
Sign me
Janet.
up, Janet.
Janet, I hate you so much.
Well,
You're also one of my only friends, so I don't know how that works.
Nyap, can you wake us up?
Unfortunately, I don't know how to do that.
Can you wake us up inside? Can't wake up?
No, can't wake up.
Can you save us and call our names? Save us from the dark?
I can call your names. That's kind of what I did by breaking Misha's firewall and getting us reconnected. But sadly, no, I can't save you from the dark. You guys see a notification come up on NIOP's message center on one of the walls. And it says, it's from Oberon, and it says, I can't get through the tunnel. What do I do?
Just climb in.
He responds saying, it's too small. I can't fit.
I'll write him. Did you jump on the blob?
No, I ate it. I ate the blob.
You
What?
Well, it looked kind of yummy. I don't know. It's like a
I guess
strawberry jam looking thing.
So maybe you could try joining our hub by and then I explain the instructions to join someone else's hub.
Oh, okay. So, I see how to message you. Can you hear me? You see written on the wall. Can you hear me?
Nope. That's text.
Okay, hang on. See, back in my day, I never had Dream Station bed. I only had the data pads.
old people. He's even older than Quest.
And then you see Oberon appear into the hub. Wow, that was really hard. I didn't know how to work any of that stuff.
Yeah, we know.
So, Niop, now we're all here. Let's bust out of this joint.
So, there's a problem with that. As soon as I blow down the final firewall, the virus payload that comes through, well, it's more than a little red virus you can just jump on the head of. You're all going to have to work together to protect me from the virus while I snoop around and figure out how to disable the locked-in sleep system so that we can actually wake up and get out of here.
Well, if Oberon's still hungry, that shouldn't be a problem.
Oberon burps. Niop says, all right, well, if you're sure you're ready. She keys in. You see her typing, her hands go across her little virtual keyboard super fast, and she types all this code, and you can see it being typed up onto the wall. She presses enter, and you see a massive, massive tunnel open up. Niop's entire hub starts to shake. Just incredibly, like an incredibly violent earthquake is happening. And through the tunnel, you see Stump, a gigantic purple shoe.
I thought you were going to say a gigantic purple people eater.
It is not a gigantic purple people eater. It is a gigantic purple shoe. A second gigantic purple shoe slams down, shaking the room again. As the whole tunnel shifts upward, it reveals this purple, giant, one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
Since this is likely our last main episode of the year, I wanted to hop on and say thank you to all our listeners. Velvet, thank you for joining our Patreon. Your support means a lot to us. When Alton and I first started discussing the idea of this podcast, we didn't know how much fun we would have or how much support we would receive from our community in the first few months of recording. Thank you all so much for listening, sharing memes, and laughing with us. Happy holidays, and we'll see you soon with some more content.
Did you guys all have a solo scene in a Denny's too?
No.
Yeah, that Denny's was kind of wild, wasn't it?
It was so good.
You got to
The
eat?
shootout at the end kind of soured it. but-
Surely you mean Space Denny's.
No, it was just straight up Denny's. There's one on this planet for historical purposes.
Weird.
An archival Denny's. I'm just raising children to have refined tastes, that's all.
By bottle feeding them blue cheese. Warm blue cheese.
Sounds really disgusting now that I think about it. I think the viscosity of it would really make it just the worst.
Yeah, that's the problem. The viscosity.
But that suction strength that you'd get from that would be impressive.
Nothing else about it is problematic. It's just the viscosity.
Guys, it seems like there may be trouble afoot.
Ah,
That's not your voice.
I was trying to do your voice. Ah, well.
Okay,
I would love to hear
do Janet
Jared's
trying to do a
voice
Quest
trying
Jenkins
to
voice.
do yes, a Quest
No.
Jenkins impression.
I can't even do one voice. How can I do two layers? Ah, well. That sounds like a bad situation.
Janet, you need to say mustache more.
My mustache tells me that that's a bad situation. Am I right?
Yeah, that's spot
Spot
on.
on.
Nailed it.
It's like looking in a mirror, and I've never been prouder. It's exactly the size of plot.
Yes, it is. It is. Well, the cables take up about half the diameter of the pipe, but what's left is plot sized.
So you're saying it's plot times 2 equals x, with x being
The diameter.
the diameter of the conduit.
It is a conduit with a radius of plot.
How would you represent that in stradians?
Wait, it's a radius of plot?
Yes,
No,
two
no, no,
times
no, no.
radius equals diameter.
This is not a math
so that
podcast.
means we can only fit half of the plot through that.
Is that a plot hole?
Oh my word.
All right, episode's over. See you guys next week. Or next whenever we post.